Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. So guys, today is absolutely crazy, and I have to apologize for the long wait. My camera died. My camera got disconnected, and my audio got disconnected. So it took me a while to figure out what was going on, but I didn't want to leave the stream because I have two guests waiting in the back. I didn't want to cut them off. But I'm very, very excited and very humbled to be here tonight because my good friend. As a matter of fact, let's bring him on because I can't do this without him. JP over at Thundercats Classics and, of course, Toy Addicts. He was kind enough to reach out to me and say that he was able to interview an incredible artist who was also joining us tonight. And I, of course, have been communicating with MOTUcomic for a long time, but we just never had the opportunity to connect, in terms of like doing a live stream. But now this is something that's really very special, and I wanted to, bring him on and bring on. First of all, let's bring on my very special guest. You know him; he's always been on the channel. Very good brother to the channel and very good friend. My good friend and brother in arms, JP of Toy Addicts. What's going on, JP?
What's up, man? What's going on, buddy?
Not much, brother. Things are going crazy in the toy world. You know, Thundercats, Master Universe. The worlds are colliding. Everything's happening, brother. So
yeah, man.
This is the time. This is the place. Like this is our time, man. You know what I mean? This is our time. This is when the two giants of action figures of the 80s can come together. You know what I mean?
Best time to be a Thundercats and Motu fan together.
It's incredible, especially now with the two properties joining together. I'm just absolutely over the moon for this. And on that note, it is, of course, the 40th anniversary of Thundercats. Happy 40 years to Thundercats, JP. What does Thundercats Classics have in store for us for the 40th anniversary of Thundercats?
Man, some really exciting stuff. Some amazing news that'll come at some point later this year that I can't wait for everybody to be aware of, find out. But like always, just covering every angle, every corner, anything remotely, related to this beautiful and amazing property that is so near and dear to people across the world, So definitely stay tuned.
Okay, I'm having some technical difficulties. Give me 1 second, but let's see if I can get my camera back. But in the meantime, let me figure this out. But I'm going to bring in our very special guest. JP, you introduced me to his work, but actually we've been communicating for a long time now. It's just I've never had a chance to connect with him, so I'm so glad, so humbled to bring him onto the stage. JP, please, everyone here, help us welcome MOTUcomic Miguel. Miguel, how are you, my friend?
Hola, saludos.
What's up, man?
Good night.
So we got Miguel here live from Puerto Rico. He's a little shy with his English, so I'm going to be doing most of the translating for him today. Miguel's very humbled and thankful to be here with us today and share this American debut of his Motu/Thundercats crossover fan comic project. And wait till you guys see this, man. It's going to be really fun. Si quieres, dime lo que quieras decir en español y yo lo puedo traducir.
Agradecido de estar en este espacio, que me hayan permitido, ¿verdad? Mostrar mi trabajo a través de una plataforma que entiendo yo que es muy importante para mí como diseñador, ilustrador. Y nada, súper contento que hayan aceptado mi trabajo como algo interesante dentro de la franquicia Masterverse y Thundercat. Es súper cool, de verdad que estoy muy agradecido contigo y con Jay. De verdad que gracias. Espero que a través de ustedes pues más personas puedan ver el trabajo y seguir compartiendo.
Claro, por supuesto. Yeah, he says he's very humbled and thankful to be here with us today. And he is very humbled that we consider his artwork and his creation something that is interesting to fandom. Absolutely. I think MOTUcomic, I've been following him for over a year. We follow each other. He's very creative, very talented. He has beautiful artwork. He's done some rendition of Motu Origins. He even did an amazing mock-up of Motu/Thundercats. When we were kind of speculating of what it would look like from Mattel, he did some awesome package art that he showcased a few months back. So yeah, big fan of his work and his creative talents. So it's really awesome to have you here today.
I'm so humbled that Miguel is with us today. Honestly, again, Miguel and I have been communicating back and forth for a number of years, and I've been a fan of his work for such a long time. Let me bring up Miguel's Instagram page really quickly because I should have done that in the beginning. But of course, I'm having some. I apologize, everybody. I'm having some technical difficulties, and I think I figured it out. One of my hard drives is failing. So basically, uh, we will go ahead and bring up Miguel's work, guys. If you haven't already, please head over to MOTUcomic on Instagram. It is an amazing look at some wonderful artwork from Miguel. And as you can see here, just scrolling down, he's a huge fan of social media, and of course, I mean, this is just some really crazy stuff. I love I love the work that's been displayed here. I love the Motoon, which is something he's been working on for quite some time, and of course, he does everything on about Master of the Universe, about Thundercats. You know, just some amazing artwork. Miguel, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got started drawing comics and what got you interested in doing, Master Universe, Thundercats? You know, what is it that inspires you, and how do you go about doing your work?
Que me inspiré para hacer.
Cuéntanos acerca de lo que son tus raíces creativas, en cómo empezaste en el mundo creativo, y aparte de eso, ¿por qué razón has elegido a Masters of the Universe y Thundercats como tu base principal para tus redes sociales?
Ok, yo recién, esto fue a través por lo menos, retomar esto de los Thundercats y He-Man. Digo retomar porque esto yo cuando niño pues veía las series, ¿verdad? De los cartoons que habían ¿verdad? En aquel entonces, en la niñez. Y ver el auge cuando la Mattel lanzó Origins fue lo que me motivó en pandemia a hacer este tipo de arte. Pues por lo regular yo no trabajo para ninguna compañía como ilustrador ni nada de eso. So, empecé como un hobby, simplemente como un hobby, como fanático de los Thundercats y He-Man, y decidí crear este Instagram donde hago todo tipo de arte que tiene que ver con Motu y Thundercats. Pero realmente pues fue a través de la pandemia, recordar la niñez y ahí de esa manera empecé a coleccionar y a conocer más sobre Motu, a empaparme más sobre los artistas de antaño que hicieron y crearon lo que es este universo Motu, hablando de un Rudy Obrero, un Alcalá. Yo empecé a ver el trabajo de ellos, empecé a conocer un poquito más sobre la franquicia y su historia. Y de esa manera pues me envolví y creé pues lo que es MOTUcomic en Instagram para que todos los que son fanáticos pues puedan disfrutar de este trabajo.
Y entonces, al lado profesional, tú ahora no haces nada profesionalmente con el arte, solo es un hobby.
Es simplemente hobby. No, nunca he trabajado como ilustrador ni nada. Nunca he hecho nada relacionado a las artes. Solamente como diseñador gráfico sí me dan la oportunidad para hacer, expresar mi arte en ciertas ocasiones. Pero más bien cuando se trabaja sobre un diseño, un empaque para un producto. Pero así como arte, nunca. Ni siquiera he hecho un cómics. De hecho, esto vendría siendo mi primer cómics en teoría. Sí he hecho y sé cómo trabajar el formato de un cómics porque he visto referencias. No soy tampoco un lector de cómics, como también mencioné en una ocasión. Pero sí, me he dedicado a estudiar más el formato para hacer este tipo de presentaciones.
Okay. Also, Miguel, basically his roots are professionally, he's a graphic designer. He has never really done illustrations of this magnitude in a professional level. He says that during the pandemic, his love for Motu and Thundercats was reinvigorated by watching reruns of the shows and remembering his childhood. And that made him decide to launch his MOTUcomic Instagram page. And he's been learning a lot by speaking to, masters like Rudy Obrero, for example, that have inspired him to do his creations. And more than anything now is just expressing his love for the IPs. And it's very different from being a graphic designer in the sense where he's just developing packaging to promote a certain product. But yeah, that this is the first of its kind as far as doing a comic book such as this, and he's very excited to do this. To work on a different spectrum in his art career.
And that's so exciting. And thank you again for taking us through some of how you got started. Of course, many of us got started, reliving our childhoods through the pandemic. I told the story many times how the reason my channel moved to a toy channel is because we were all stuck in our homes, and I just got so bored that the moment they let us out to do shopping, buy groceries or whatever, I said, I got to go find some Ghostbusters, right? And then shortly thereafter, Pixel Dad made the report that Motu was leaving Super 7 and heading to back to Master Universe for their 40th anniversary, and the Origins line started, and that got me really excited. So as we can see here, these are some covers that have actually been reimagined by Miguel. And I have to tell you, in a lot of ways, I really appreciate the way these look. In some, as you can see, the differences. So this is the original cover here, the Spear of Eternia, and it looks a little soft to me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I love it. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but it is to me, it's a little soft. But then you add maybe a little bit. They look kind of like Transformers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love that. I love the fact
the expressions, man. The expressions.
They look so good. They look like they're Transformers, right? They look like it's like RC and Springer, embracing each other, right? And of course, they are Transformers, right? They're rock men. They're rock people, right?
Yeah.
So it's some really good stuff. And it took him a couple of tries too, right? As you can see here, this is the step by step. Miguel, how do you come up with your ideas? What inspires you to do your work?
Cuando estás trabajando en un proyecto, ¿qué es lo que te inspira a hacer los proyectos? Por ejemplo, estas recreaciones de ciertas portadas de libros, de los minicómics y esas cosas, ¿qué es lo que te inspira a ti? Viendo tus propios juguetes, mirando algo y diciendo, quizás yo puedo hacerlo mejor en otro estilo. ¿Cómo te inspiras para hacer tus proyectos?
Veo en el caso de particularmente esto de los covers de los cómics, empecé a notar que muchas personas estaban disgustados con alguna de las portadas, o sea, con los artes. No conozco al artista y mucho respeto hacia él y su trabajo. No es por decir que lo hago mejor ni nada, o sea, es que pues entiendo a muchas personas que ven ciertas cosas dentro del arte que hace el colega, y yo pues solamente pongo mi punto de vista de cómo yo lo hubiera hecho desde la manera como yo como yo lo veo, como yo lo considero que debería ser, pero no significa que, o sea, es solamente mi gusto. Veo que son buenas propuestas, veo que son buenos trabajos, pero de cierta manera me inspiran a yo hacer mi propia versión y mostrarlo a las personas y compartir mi arte. Pero es simplemente por eso, porque me inspiran, veo los trabajos, veo la oportunidad de también mostrar mi trabajo y que, ¿verdad?, que hay opciones y que se pueden hacer otros tipos de, ¿verdad?, de estilos dentro de lo que ya hay en Motu. aunque yo creo que ya hay bastantes artistas buenos, muchos artistas buenos, que están, de hecho el de Río Blas me encantó mucho, ahí yo no tuve que hacer nada, es tremendo trabajo. Y también el trabajo de Etcher, el trabajo de Axel, solamente lo hago como admiración y eso es que la gente entendía que había que reforzar, pues yo hice mi versión y lo quise compartir y nada, para que vieran mi trabajo también y darme a conocer como artista.
Cuando tú miras, por ejemplo, el estilo tuyo, veo que en los timelapse se demuestra que tú trabajas mucho como bien rápido en el sentido de colocar los objetos, los tamaños, hace como casi como estilo garabato con tinta y después te inspiras más cuando viene a lo que es la aplicación de color. ¿Tú te consideras más un pintor que un dibujante? ¿Como que te gusta más la pintura que el dibujo?
No, yo amo todo. O sea, a mí me gusta todo lo que es arte me gusta. O sea, yo lo único que no hago es inkear, o sea, hacer tatu, es lo único que no hago. Pero me gusta pintar óleo, acrílico, carboncillo, pastel. Me gusta trabajarlo digital, obviamente es más cómodo, no me tengo que ensuciar. Me gusta todo, me gusta desde el ink hasta hacerlo completo. El boceto es más suelto porque me da más o menos una idea dónde voy a centralizar mi trabajo. Pero o sea, me encanta todo lo que es con el arte y ahora lo que estoy viendo, el proceso, me gusta mucho todo lo que es pintar y el inkeo, o sea, todo lo que es ink. En verdad disfruto toda la faceta del arte.
So he says that basically what really inspires him is he's had like a lot of people online, for example, address their unhappiness or their dissatisfaction with certain packaging art. In the cases of mini comics, covers, for example, here the Snarf,
yeah.
bio art, and he's just tried to give it his own take. You know, with all due respect to the original artist and everything, but he just he just likes to offer fans and people online a glimpse, a different glimpse at what something could look like and painted in a different light. And as far as I asked him a secondary question. I asked him about in his art style if he leans more towards the painting or inking, or because I told him like you like to rough things out a lot, and then it seems like you kind of skip some steps and then go straight into painting sometimes. He says he pretty much loves everything evenly. He loves painting, he loves working in all mediums, and of course the enjoyment of working digitally without getting your hands dirty.
That's incredible. Wow. Again, thank you so much for spending some time with us, Miguel. This is a rare opportunity to ask so many questions about the process and the artwork and what inspires you. So I feel humbled, very humbled to be able to share today with you. We have a lot of questions in the chat. Pedro Ribeiro, hello, watching all the way from Portugal. How are you, Pedro? Of course, Pedro is another artist which we'll have on the channel one day. He does incredible custom work and restorations for vintage Master Universe. Everyone should check out Pedro Ribeiro on his Instagram. He just finished doing some great work on some battle rams, some evil battle rams, a lot of different vehicles, a lot of different restorations on what's it called, the Fright Zone, the Mega Fright Zone. He does so much great stuff. So great to see Pedro Ribeiro in the chat. Attorney of 53 and 593. Greetings from Ecuador. Great job, Master Bayon. Congratulations, my friend. Yes, of course. Always great to see everyone from the other parts of the world. Frank Riveria. Hey, everyone. Thundercats ho! Thundercats ho, my friend. 40-ton, 80 Tero TV. Greetings from Puerto Rico. Great job from Miguel Bayon. Of course, my friend. Yes, great to see the support from the community. Always a great time. Let's see who else is here today. Rodimus Power Toy Collector is here. Frankie Rivera, Attorney of Royalty is in the house, guys. Check out Attorney of Royalty on YouTube. Kenzo's in the house. Kenzo's Creations, guys. Definitely check out Kenzo, another wonderful customizer and creator in the community. Mikey, what's going on, my friend? Attorney of Royalty, what's up, Kenny? Dave's Dimension is in the house. What's going on, Dave? Always good to see Dave. Larry's Geeky World, Undisputed Aquarian Champ. You can read that if you want.
El Abayarde contraataca y yo te meto la matraca.
Is that what is that about?
What?
Which one?
¿Qué significa eso?
La Vallarde contraataca, eso lo dice el gran Tego Calderón, rapper artist from Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah.
Calderón Rappers. Está haciendo como una introducción, pero no sé por qué quiso decirlo.
That's a lyric from Tego Calderón, which is he's a Puerto Rican rapper.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
that's nice. Rodimus is here. Mighty D18, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Deep Space Niner, what's going on? The Fear TV. Tell me, Mega J, Jorge, and my boy Bayon. PR in the building. Hey, what's going on, The Fear? Good to see you, brother. All the way from is that Chile? What is that? I can't tell that flag. So, which one is that? Can you tell which flag that is?
No, I can't see.
I can't tell. It's too
like
small. My eyes are.
Well, that's
my
the Puerto Rican.
That's
the Puerto Rican flag.
Oh, it's a Puerto Rican flag. Okay, my apologies.
Yeah.
Dave's Dimension, 40 years. Oh, that's right, 40 years and
40
going.
years.
Nerd with a suit. Howdy, I'm in my workshop. Just put on the She-Ra robe, pants, and chaps. Love how this works. I love how it looks. That's great. Congratulations, my friend. Attorney of Royalty loves Miguel's comics. Of course, definitely subscribe. Peter, hail, Peter. How are you doing tonight? Dave's Dimension, very badass. Momura is fuego. He's on fire, brother. He is on fire for sure. Frankie Rivera, of course. Here. Koki. Very talented for Mighty D18. Lot of praise for Miguel, of course. Huge shout out to such a master. Fear PR in the house. Attorney of Royalty. Love his artwork. Yes, of course. Everyone's so impressed. El Calabreo de la Noche.
Hola, un fuerte abrazo, Miguel Bayón. Tremendo artista.
Yes, a wonderful.
That's El Caballero de la Noche. He's the gentleman that hosted the stream last week.
Wonderful.
That did the Spanish premiere. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And of course, he is a tremendous artist. Absolutely. Big M is in the house. Attorney of Royalty again. Renegade Biker 24. What's going on, my friend? How are you doing tonight? Kenzo, JMax 77. Let's see here. Frankie and Michael Herrera. Yes, thank you, my friend. I love you too, brother. Cantonese Comic Kid. What up, my friend? How you doing tonight? Always good to see you. And Leonardo Vega. What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? All right. So we've gotten a tease from Miguel's comic, but we're here to see a lot more. And of course, we're very excited at the prospect of his brand new book, which honestly, I'm excited, my friends. This is just crazy. The Thunder of Grayskull. And you'll have to forgive me, Miguel. I had to crop a few things to get this to work. So I hope you forgive me. But I think that we are all very excited to see this work. Oh my God, this is just crazy. I love the artwork right off the bat. The Thunder of Grayskull. That could, you know what? I'm waiting for the official title, JP. I'm wondering if Thunder of Grayskull makes sense. It might happen, right? It might be a good prediction. So let's go ahead and we'll be reading this in English. So huge thanks to Miguel for providing the English translation for this. Let's scroll down and learn more about this particular book. Let me just mark this. I'm going to go ahead and get us down. Sorry, guys. So we're going to do this more. Where are we now? Right here. There we go. Actually, that's not going to work. Hold on. That will not work. No, we're just going to go back to the original one. It's easier. Okay. I don't want to cover up the artwork. All right, so here we go. So this is Interdimensional Roar Bayonne, 25th, 2025. Huge shout out to Miguel. This is dedicated to all the Motu fans and Thundercats, especially everyone who supported me since day one. Oscar CN, Julio 40 slash. I think Julio's in the in the chat right now. The Fear, Multifan, Optimus, Eternianos, and Mundo Master. Huge shout out to all those wonderful supporters. You guys are the best. All right, so here we go, everybody. JP, do you want to read? You want to read
Yeah,
Prince Adam?
sure. One day in the Palace of Eternia, there were Tila, Orko, Man-at-Arms, and Prince Adam practicing their defense and attack skills in combat as part of their routine in the Eternia Palace. Calm down, Tila.
No, it starts on the other side.
Oh, yeah. Prince Adam, you have to use the shield. You can't underestimate the robot. It might hurt you if you aren't careful. Calm down, Tila. I have everything under control. Look at this move. Just know that the robot is not automatic and can form its own strategies to defeat their opponents. I don't know how to do it. Try not to lose focus. Adam, always remember to keep your eyes on your target. Otherwise, you can lose the fight.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it. All right.
Adam, watch out. It's about to counterattack. I almost had it, Tila. The robot must have been set to its hardest fighting capability. Actually, Adam, it was only set to beginner mode. Hey, Orko, it's time for the royal lunch. Are you coming? My favorite part of the day.
Golden Book.
No, but you can all go on ahead without me. I'll catch up with you guys later. What's wrong, buddy? You don't normally miss out on the royal lunch. I'm just not really in the mood to eat right now, that's all. Hey, Orko, what's that symbol on your robe? Are you trying something new from your usual style? What's happening to me? Orko!
Da-na-na. So can anybody do a roar? Anybody? Roar!
It's the call of the Thundercats, but through Orko? How is this possible? It must be very urgent, but why did it come through Orko? It's as if he's being used as an interdimensional portal. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Look.
Snarf, snarf.
Are you okay, Orko? Snarf, what's going on? And why do you have the sword? Do you need any help? I'm fine. I just need to catch my breath. The Thundercats were trapped by the evil Mothra, and I think that He-Man and his sword are the only ones who can save them. The Masters then went to Sorceress to try and find a solution to Snarf's predicament and to transport help to Thundera through the portal inside Castle Grayskull. Greetings, Snarf. If you seek help of the Masters, then it really must be urgent, especially if you came all this way to our world. There isn't too much time left, so I hope you can help us, Snarf. I can't figure out where Mama has them trapped. There is only one way to find them, Snarf. Adam must go and find He-Man. In the meantime, Snarf, Orko, Tila, and Man-at-Arms should come with me. We must look for the portal that leads to Thundera. I will not be able to keep it open for long, so we should wait there until He-Man arrives. Now's my chance. By the power of Grayskull. Hello, He-Man. You've arrived quickly. Your mission is to save the Thundercats. Only you and Snarf will be able to pass through the portal. Hey, why can't I go with them? I'm not qualified enough? You, Tila, have a very important task here. I need you to gather all the masters together with your father. We'll also need Orko here to be the portal between both our worlds once He-Man finishes the mission. How will I find the Thundercats? Not even Snarf knows where they are. Snarf, give me the sword. You are the only one with the power to see through the sword this way. You will know where the Thundercats are located. With it, you will be able to experience sight beyond sight of what you are normally capable of. I hope I'll be able to locate them quickly. I'll see you all soon. Snarf, snarf. We've arrived, Snarf. What a beautiful place. Are you doing okay, Snarf? Yeah, I'm fine. Anyway, in order to find the Thundercats, you'll need to put the sword up to your face and say the words. Sword of Omens, give me the sight beyond sight. Now let's see. Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight. I can see where they are now. Excellent.
Excellent. To be continued. Wow. JP, congratulations, my friend. That was excellent. And of course, Miguel. Wow, that was incredible. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. That was amazing. Holy crap. How did you come up with the story, Miguel? This is so fascinating. I love it.
Miguel, ¿cómo felicidades, increíble trabajo. ¿Cómo es que fabricaste esta historia en tu mente, las ideas? Yo sé que tú mencionaste en el último stream que tuviste bastante apoyo e inspiración de tus amistades, tus colegas, pero sí, dinos de nuevo, ¿cómo es que fue lo que te inspiró para hacer este cómic?
El comienzo fue simplemente un boceto. Fue un boceto que hice en mi trabajo, en mi hora de almuerzo. Hice un boceto del personaje Orko con el símbolo de los Thundercats en el centro. Pero esto es, ya yo había tenido semanas antes, desde que se anunció que iba a haber este crossover de los Thundercats con He-Man. Hice varios diseños de empaque, interpretando, ¿verdad? Desde mi punto de vista, las diferentes opciones que se pudieran hacer para hacer un diseño de empaque. Y esto pues fue como una bola de nieve que fue rodando hasta que llegó al concepto del boceto. Y del boceto pues ahí empecé a hablar con algunos amigos, entre ellos The Fear, Julio, 41 entero, y el caballero Oscar. Le empecé a hablar de estos temas y cada uno de ellos pues empezaron a darme varios hints y varios insumos, ¿verdad? Que fui recogiendo, y uno de ellos, pues, ¿verdad? Que Oscar me ayudó mucho con 2 o 3 detalles que fueron bien importantes. Por ejemplo, el caso de la espada, me la mencionó mi amigo Oscar, y entonces los otros compañeros pues me empezaron a dar otros detalles, ¿verdad? Que de cómo debería o cómo ellos lo ven desde su punto de vista. Yo lo que hice pues, de todas esas cositas que recibí, pues hice el empate con la historia que ya tenía más o menos formada en mi cabeza de cómo lo vería, pero me faltaba un punchline, o sea, me faltaba un cierre que fuera nítido, o sea, que llamara la atención. Y estando yo conduciendo de camino a mi casa, me vino a la mente que para cerrar bien, que fuera Snarf todo el tiempo en Munra. Y de esa manera fue que pues, me inspiré y ahí comencé a trabajar el boceto, empecé a trabajar los sketches, hice los primeros borradores y acabé terminándolo con 2 semanas, bueno, entre bocetos y pintura y diálogo y todo eso, pues asumo yo que unas 3 semanas casi estuve trabajando el proyecto. Quería rápido sacarlo también porque como ya habían mencionado que salían las figuras en el mismo 40 aniversario, ¿verdad? Que entiendo yo que fue que lo hicieron de esa manera para honrar esos 40 años y tan pronto salieron, pues yo aceleré más el paso para poder sacarlo dentro de ese tiempo y aprovechar el auge y mostrar el cómics.
Okay. All right. So basically, he says that the inspiration was drawn initially when he found out about the Motu Thundercats crossover. He was very excited. He started by doing some mock-up packaging designs of what he thought Mattel could eventually produce. And one day at work during lunch, he just did this illustration of Orko with the Thundercats symbol in his on his shirt. And from there on, he got a lot of inspiration from his friends, particularly Oscar was very influential in the sense that he told Miguel about how He-Man was pure of heart, so that he could possibly be the only other iconic character that could wield this sort of omens. So he drew that inspiration and some other details from other friends, and he just kind of wanted to do something very interesting to celebrate this announcement that Mattel is going to make of the Thundercats and Motu crossover. And he just was looking for something striking and something impactful. And that's when he came up with the idea when he was driving home from work one day. It's like, what if Mumra took the guise of Snarf? And he just kind of put it all together as a package. And it took him about 3 weeks when all is said and done with, the story, writing the story, doing the layouts, inking and coloring and finishing the whole thing. And he just kind of said, what's a better time than the 40th anniversary of Thundercats to, unveil my creation to the world and fandom and see how they react to it.
That is incredible. Holy crap! Congratulations, Miguel. This has been an incredible look at some of your beautiful artwork, and we are so humbled by your incredible skill as an artist. And thank you so much, JP. What are your thoughts about this? Like, I know you already had an open reading on the other channel. What are your thoughts about this book? I mean, this is just incredible to me.
Dude, I love it. I love I told Miguel it was interesting because, speaking to an artist, as an artist myself, the particular style of like the posing of Snarf jumping out of Orko, that was something that I was like, wow, that reminds me of like Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man. He would put him in all these crazy like poses that we maybe really can't pull off as human beings. But ironically, Miguel says that he's never been a comic book reader and he wasn't privy to the McFarlane style. So he kind of came up with that on his own and by, looking at other people's artwork and just studying anatomy and just trying to do the layouts and making characters pop out of their panels and bleed into other panels and things like that. So that was really interesting. But I love the color palette of the book. I love that one illustration where He-Man is going through the portal and arriving in Third Earth, and you can see Cat Slayer in the background. I think that's so awesome, and it really kind of harkens back to the good old days, 80s cartoons, where you had like the dark backgrounds, the ominous forest, but then you had like all like the fluorescent flowers everywhere popping out and stuff, and the vibrant greens and stuff of the landscape. Like that's a really nice image right there, and he himself is very proud of how that came out. It was really cool. And then of course, the the big wow moment when Snarf reveals his evil guys, right? We all know who that is in reality. So it's just a big cliffhanger, and we can't wait to see what's to come in issue 2. So super excited about this, man.
Yeah, Miguel, how long is this story? Is it going to be 5 issues? Is it going to be 3 issues? How long do you think this will take?
¿Cuántos capítulos tú crees que hay en esta historia? ¿Cuántos cómics tú piensas que vas a necesitar realizar para completar esta historia?
Depende de cuántas páginas pueda agregar dentro de una historia. Si lo hacemos de 10 en 10, como hice en esta ocasión, bueno, de hecho iban a ser 7, porque no pensaba, pero si iban a quedar muchas cosas inconclusas y quería agregarle más, y agregué esas adicionales y se llegaron a ser las 9, ¿verdad? Pero está la portada que vendría siendo la 10. Pero yo entiendo que para poder explicarlo todo, asumo yo que unos 3 más, si fueran de 10 o si fueran un poquito más, quizás como 3 cómics adicionales para poder hacerlo, o sea, y para que se pueda completar una historia coherente para mí, de mi modo de ver. Igual se pudiera extender, pero no soy de los que me gusta extender mucho la cosa. Yo creo que lo haría yo como unos 4 cómics en total, contando este.
Considering the 10 pages per issue formula, he thinks he could tell this story in 4 issues.
Wow,
Yeah,
four,
that's the start
four,
illustration.
four issues. Wow, that's very good. And will you be putting into a comic book? Maybe get it for print or digital download for fans. Is that something?
¿Estás pensando ofrecerlo en manera imprimida, impresa?
No lo estoy, el que lo quiera imprimir, que lo imprima. Esto es un regalo que hago, por lo menos este primero es mi regalo a todos los fans de Masters of the Universe y Thundercats, a ambas franquicias. Y es como fanático, ¿verdad? Como fan de Motu y de Thundercats, pues este primer proyecto es considerado como un regalo para todo aquel que lo quiera compartir, que lo quiera bajar, que me lo puede pedir y yo puedo ofrecérselo, se lo envío por email y, o sea, es gratuito. No tengo derecho sobre eso. Si de pasar algo extraordinario que se puede imprimir y se pudiera trabajar con alguna compañía, pues súper cool. O sea, por mí, fine, pero
Claro.
eso no es una realidad ahora mismo. Si alguien
Ahora
está
mismo.
pensando en unir alianzas, pues se puede trabajar algo chévere. Pero sí, por lo menos este primero es totalmente free. Eventualmente, si quisiera yo imprimir uno, serían pocas tiradas, serían ya la segunda, la tercera y la cuarta. Pero esta primera, pues, es completamente gratis. Cualquiera me la puede pedir y se la puedo enviar por email.
Well, this is the gift to fans for right now. He says anybody reaches out and wants the PDF, the raw PDF, he'll be happy to email it to them so they can print it on their own time. Um, he would love if this were to be, you know, grow legs and become something. He would love to do it in in a um, in a general, legitimate capacity. But for the time being, yeah, this is for the fans. Maybe in the future issues, he may do like a limited run print or something. But obviously, since these are not his properties, he doesn't want to, step on anyone's toes. But definitely, he has no problem sharing the art with fans.
Incredible. Again, thank you so much, Miguel. Muchas gracias. It's such a great opportunity and a wonderful honor to have you here. Some more comments from the chat. Hello there from all the way from Belgium, Bart Possamier. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? I know I butchered that name. My apologies. Obese to Fit TV. Miguel Bayon, the best artist in the world. Yes, of course. TV Fear, Dimelo, Yulito Oscar. uh, there's something there for you guys. Renegade Biker 24. I think it might be up to 70 millimeters ducted fan. All right. Again, here, I guess you're talking to Kenzo. Cantonese Kid. AJP, are you going to go to MegaCon?
I wish I could. Unfortunately, Carlos and the crew are going on a Friday, and I can't miss work that day. So I'll be there in spirit.
It's all good. It's all good. The Fear TV. What happened, Mattel? Miguel is the guy. Yes, Miguel should be illustrating the comics. I think so too. What do you think, JP?
No, absolutely. He's got the chops and the talent to do it. I would love to see him do actual mini comics for Mattel in the future.
Me too. I will support that 100%. Absolutely. Andre Johnson, do you think Super 7 will do Tiger Shark's line? Yes, they've already said so. But they just got to get past. Well, they haven't actually officially said so, but they keep hinting at the idea they're going to do it, right?
It's coming. No, it's coming. It's official. Tiger Sharks is coming, I want to say April, May this year. Wave 1.
Announced anyway. And pre-orderable. That's awesome. Really looking forward to that. Frank Rivera is yucking it up. Good to see you, brother. The voices are too good, JP. Too good. They are so good. Yeah, JP should be a voice actor for sure.
Oh, please.
100%. He should definitely do the Care Bear stare. Go ahead, JP. Go for it. Care Bear stare. Now we got no embarrassed JP. Osvaldo 7428. Wow, beautiful Thundercats and Masters. Thank you, my friend. Miguel is incredibly talented. 40 ton 80 tero TV. Good job with the comic translation. Absolutely, it was like muy bien. That was really really good. It was excellent. Of course, the round of applause from Kenzo. J Mac. They have been asked Andre. They didn't say with any time probably. Okay. Don't know what you guys are talking about, but okay. Okay. Renegade. I'm curious about the next vehicle that should be made in either Skyrider or the His Tank, like a Black Skyrider or a Crimson Arctic His Tank. What does the chat think? We're talking about G.I. Joe. So I think a Sky Striker is too big. I think it's way too big right now. I think that honestly, it's gonna. If you're talking about the HasLab, though, I don't know. Maybe a Sky Striker is in the works. Maybe I don't know. But I honestly think that we're overdue for a Thunder Machine. But I think that one should go to retail. I don't think that one. I think that one should be Mattel exclusive. But sorry,
direct pre-order
Hasbro,
maybe.
Yeah, Hasbro Pulse. I think Hasbro Pulse should take care of that one. But in terms of what should be done for a HasLab, I don't know. It's hard to tell right now. But there's so many good vehicles. I'll be honest with you. If it's good, bad. What are we on? We're on bad again, right? That is a good question. There's so many good. What was the vehicle that split in two? They were I think it was the Sidewinder, wasn't it? Or I can't remember. Somebody help me, guys. The Cobra vehicle that could split in two. The two drivers. It was a really weird vehicle. I can't remember anymore. But somebody in the chat's going to figure it out. But even that one, I think, is too small. I think that one could also go to retail. There's just so many. It's hard to tell which one should actually be a HasLab. Alex Valdez. Yes, the third Earth always looked so dreamy and transcending. Yes, it is a fantasy world. 100%. Leonardo de Vega is just laughing. Kenzo's creation. So Austin Miguel, I definitely want the PDF when it's available, please. Yes, Kenzo, huge fan. So definitely, Miguel says he'll send it to anyone who asks. Attorney Royalty wants a copy as well. Alex, beautiful work on the comic. You really captured the style, of course. And Kenzo, Renegade Backer, that's awesome. Mother Slug is in the house. Alex, I want the Cobra Wolf and Ice Viper. The Ice Vipers and the Cobra Wolf. Yeah, I can see those two. And of course, Renegade Backer. Thanks, Kenzo. All right, guys. I do want to thank once again Miguel for joining us this evening. Muchas gracias again, Miguel. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Is there anything you'd like to tell everybody here on the chat, and of course your fans out in the world about the book and what you're working on and and how people can reach you.
¿Hay algo, alguna anécdota antes de irte al respecto en qué proyectos está trabajando ahora? ¿Qué es lo que te gustaría dejarle saber a los fans que en lo que estás trabajando ahora? Proyectos futuros o cualquier mensaje que quieras darle a la audiencia.
Bueno, primero quiero agradecer primero a ustedes por la oportunidad que me dan aquí, nuevamente agradecer por la oportunidad que me dan en este espacio, felicitarlos, que aún por el idioma pueda yo presentarme y romper esas barreras, ¿verdad? Del idioma. Y agradecido por eso, que aún así hayan aceptado, ¿verdad? Hacerme esta entrevista y promocionar mi trabajo. A los fans que les gusta mi trabajo, los fans Motu, que les guste mi trabajo y quieran seguirme, lo pueden hacer en MOTUcomics, Instagram, es el único lugar que tengo. Es proyectos como tal, todo va a depender del mismo fan, de cómo haya recibido este proyecto, este cómic, si les gustó y si fue así, pues que me dejen saber para yo enviarle una copia a través de email. No tengo proyecto concreto, mientras tanto, dependiendo de cuál haya sido la acogida del trabajo que realice aquí, pues entonces tomaré la decisión de seguir con la segunda y la tercera y la cuarta parte. Pero todo va a depender de los fans y de lo que pase según la entrevista aquí. Esperemos que, ¿verdad? Que llegue mucha gente y sé que esto es una plataforma muy importante dentro del coleccionismo. Y nada, que muchas personas lo vean y lo compartan y esto pues me va a motivar a mí a hacer una segunda, una tercera y una cuarta parte. Gracias nuevamente, de verdad. Gracias, Jay. Gracias, Jorge, de verdad. Muy, muy, muy agradecido.
No, de nada, man. Un placer. He says he's very, very humbled and so thankful for us breaking the language barrier, even though, there's that English Spanish barrier still, for us to put him on this stream and to break this awesome new art to the public and kind of opening the horizons for him as far as things that are working that he'll be working on. Obviously, the follow up to this issue, he will be working on it based on the customers' reactions, how social media reacts to this, comments. So as many comments and shares and views are appreciated, and he'll continue to see what the fans want to see in terms of fabricating his next creations and concepts and illustrations.
That's
Again, thank you, Miguel, for joining us, and of course, it's so wonderful to be able to speak to you through JP, and of course, JP, thank you again for joining us again. There he is, site on site, excellent as well. Miguel, you're welcome to stay. We're going to talk a little bit about just a tiny bit about what's going on with the Cat's Lair, but I understand if you are busy tonight, by all means, we hope to see you soon, and guys, definitely, please give Miguel's artwork a look. You can follow him on Instagram at MOTUcomic. That's MOTUCOMIC. He's an incredible artist. Definitely give him a like and a follow. Tell him that Jay and JP sent you because this is just absolutely incredible. And don't forget the Thunder of Grayskull is up right now, and it will be showcased very, very soon on his social media. And if you really want a copy, reach out to him, send him a PM, and maybe, if you're lucky, he will give you a personalized copy. So thank you guys so much again. So definitely check out MOTUcomic. Again, Miguel, you are welcome to stay. We're just going to talk a little bit about Thundercats.
Miguel, si quieres quedarte y dialogar con nosotros, vamos a hablar acerca del tema de Cat's Lair, pero si tienes que irte, lo entendemos y no hay problema.
como ustedes crean, sí, no tendría ningún inconveniente.
I mean, no, he's fine. He says he can stick around.
Okay, so guys, definitely follow Miguel on his Instagram page. We're gonna circle back to that one more time. just before we end the stream. Renegade Biker, if you have the STL fight, I see what you're saying. The turning around the good stuff. Thanks, JP, Miguel, and muchas gracias. Of course, my friend. Always good to see you. Kenzo's Creations, great show, fella. Good journey, all. Renegade. That vehicle you're talking about, Jay, is the Cobra Stun. I think. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm gonna have to. Figure that out. Alex Valdez just followed Miguel. Thank you, my friend. That's always a great thing. Thank you so much, Mother Slug. What we talked about? What are we talking about? We're talking about comics, bro. We're talking about comics, and it's not over. No, it's not over yet. We're going to talk a little bit more. Cobra Condor. No, it's not the Condor. I'll find out in a second. I will. All right, guys. But I just want to touch on this because it's still an ongoing problem, and JP and I have a few comments on this, guys. If you haven't already seen, I put up a question on Thundercats Ultimates fans on Facebook because, truthfully, I don't want to ignore this. This has just been a big issue for me, and I really want, and a lot of people, and I asked everybody this simple question, and I'm not afraid to. I was feeling a little bit upset, like seriously, if you can see that. But the question is simple: has anyone else Cat's Lair been been damaged or broken pieces to your playset? And I've already gotten 112 comments on this from multiple people. I'm not going to show all their names. Even John, who got his pretty much well intact, also was interested in this comment. And just going through this comment, you can just see so many people's reactions to this, and you can. I mean, JP right here. I mean, it's right there. You can see it. A lot of people have gotten continual dents, continual breaking of parts. It's heartbreaking. It's really, really heartbreaking. I mean, just to see all this going forward. And I'm going to be doing another video because I want to just ask the question: whose fault is this? Right? That's going to be my next comment. That's going to be my next video. And I want to ask everybody here: what do you guys think? Whose fault do you believe this is? Because this was the industry standard that Super 7 used to do, right, JP? I mean, this is what it used to be, right? So what happened? Why are we here? And what can we do about this now? Because right now, I mean, that looks like a box cutter to me. Like that doesn't even make any sense. Yeah. But the problem is that the cardboard is so thin, the corrugated cardboard that he used this time around, and you could basically just put your hand right through it. I think that's probably what happened there. This is scary, and for full transparency, my Cat's Lair is about to arrive probably on Monday, so I'm frightened. I'm scared to shit. I'm so frightened. JP, what are your initial thoughts on seeing all these comments and all these?
Well, obviously, I've been seeing this for a while now, ever since Cat's Lair started shipping, and that had me nervous. About what condition mine would arrive in. Fortunately, even though my box was, had a hole through it and it had a lot of dents and crushes on the corners and stuff, overall, compared to what I'm seeing from other people on Facebook, I think I fared pretty well. Now, I did suffer some damage to the actual playset, which it's hard to tell. I don't think it was because of the mishandling of FedEx. I think it was a factory flaw where the gun turret on one of my gun turrets, the cannon was like that piece right there. See where that blue peg inserts into the black? That was completely off there. Good thing is the peg wasn't broken off. So all I did was put some Gorilla Glue, inserted the peg back in the black piece, and it's good as new. But if you look at the handles, just like you can see here, for example, if you go down, you can see the handles where the gun turret handles are. Or you could go down to my picture where I kind of showcased it. Yeah, you see, you could tell a little bit here, but it looks like if the gun handles broke off at the factory and they like sloppily glued them back on. Because there's like dried up crusted glue remnant on the handles and stuff like that. So overall, like I said, compared to other people, I fared pretty well. But I still feel like I am owed a brand new box because, like I said before, as a collector, you know, whatever I decide to do down the line, if need be, and it's something that it's a means to an end, then I have to part ways with this thing, and I have a damaged box, I can't get its full market value, right? Aside from that, if I were to move and I want to move this thing safely from point A to point B, I need its box as well. You know, the styrofoam, unfortunately, the way this was done, and I showcased this on a live stream the other day on my Instagram, is two big chunks of styrofoam. One is the base sits on it, and the other one kind of encapsulates the top of the body and the shoulders, and that's like where they have the compartments with all the accessories and everything. But then there's an entire huge portion that is probably, I don't know, maybe like a foot and a half worth of retail space, of real estate space, that is completely unprotected all around the playset,
And that's
except for
where
the thin.
that's where most of the damage like this is
Exactly,
coming from, right?
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's not it was just not protected well. And unlike back in the day when they were doing things like this, right?
Yeah.
They complete 180 in terms of what they've been doing.
I did read one comment, which, you know, I don't want to like justify Super Seven's slip up because it's not justifiable. But someone said that if they would have added any more dimensional size to the packaging, it would have been considered freight versus postage, and that would have been a significant impact, I guess, on the cost for customers to order this thing. I don't know those specifics. I don't know if the person, if it's factual what this person said, but it did make me kind of scratch my head, in the sense where you think of maybe that extra inch around the box could have, come up to a completely different cost for this thing for customers.
I,
I don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's fine. You know what I mean? I totally understand where that comes from. But I will say this: regardless of that, double boxing it would not like it'll add a half an inch, maybe. But I don't think that they would have risked getting that close to something, which is why they divided it into two boxes, right? And to counter that point, I think the Snake Mountain box either rivals or is equal to the number one box for for Thundercats for the Thundercats Cats there. And if that's the case, when I finally get it, I'll find out tomorrow. I'll find out next week, Monday.
Mhm.
If that's the case, then there's no excuse. They already shipped a box exactly the same size for the most part, with double boxes. So and and is this what you were talking about though, JP? The
Yes,
fact that,
yes.
yeah,
That,
it looks really sloppy. It
yeah,
looked absolutely terrible.
yeah.
This was yours, right? This is yours.
That's one. Yeah, one turret was good, but like you could see the paint, the paint chips on the actual cannon on the base, and then that really sloppy set of handles that looks like it was broken off and glued back in place.
Yeah,
Because I don't see what else could have caused those white plastic smudges on it because it looks like it's dried up glue. You know.
yeah, yeah.
Miguel, ¿qué tú opinas acerca de el tema de, ok, tanta gente han estado esperando este Cat Clear con tanta anticipación, tanto éxito, tanta felicidad de abrirlo y tenerlo como parte de la colección, pero que le llegue una caja así, en estos estados, por el valor que uno pagó? Por ejemplo, que yo pagué más de casi $900 por el envío y todo. ¿Qué tú opinas al respecto de que estas cajas estén llegando a las casas de tantos clientes con tantos daños?
Es bien triste, no sé, es una posición muy difícil ahora mismo para la compañía Super 7, digo, porque eso habla mucho de la calidad y comparándolo con el Thunder Tank, que estaba bien embalado, y ver esto ahora habla mucho más bien de lo que ellos pretenden. Tengo entendido que ellos quieren ahorrar costos, pero ¿a costo de qué? Porque, o sea, aquí entonces ahora ellos tienen que reembolsar una cantidad de dinero. O sea, no creo que sea pérdida como tal, pero es bien triste y más para el fanático que espera, o sea, aparte de que tú estás pagando una cantidad, o sea, grande, haces el esfuerzo, ¿verdad? Yo creo que todos los coleccionistas hacen un gran esfuerzo para conseguir algo que nos gusta y más cuando está a este nivel. Es frustrante ver que de momento cuando llegue todo destrozado como está ahí, no solamente uno, sino varios. O sea, pone triste al consumidor y habla mal de la compañía. O sea, es todo negativo.
It
Todo
says it's very telling of the quality um, of the product, and it's sad for something that has been so sought after and anxiously awaited for it to arrive. It's not justifiable, and Super 7 must be in a very difficult spot now in the sense of responding to so many claims and damages and emails in regards to the poor packaging, because obviously the Thunder Tank set a standard and they did not do that for something 2-3 times the cost. So it's definitely it's sad news all around.
100%. Kenzo was a lucky one. Cat Slayer arrived with absolutely no issues. My God, Kenzo, you won the lottery. You won the freaking
Does
lottery.
Kenzo live in Cali? Because I have a
Uh,
theory.
yeah, whereabouts? Where are you again, Kenzo? Just give us a geographical location. Mother Slug, shipping carrier is to blame, or the fall or fault fall of the end, no matter what the company's size or strength of the box. Okay, so I have a comment on that. We'll talk about that in a second.
I strongly disagree on that.
Kenzo's creations. I actually take it back. My gun door at the top of the left won't stay open, but the right one does. Okay, well that's one. That's one error. That's one little error. So at least there's something else. But for the most part, unscathed. Timescales. Grego, what's going on? I thought that was a broken Dalek at first. Greetings from San Francisco. Grego's back home. He was on vacation in Japan. So good to see you, Grego. 40-ton 80 Tero TV. Good night, everybody. Good night, my friend.
Night, man.
Timescales. See, when you collect Daleks, the first thing to break off is the gun, so they always break off. Good to see you guys. Attorney and Royalty. Cheers, Greg. Welcome back from Japan. It was so hard to come back. Good to see you, brother. Jack Matthews. I had to glue both my turrets and the 2 chairs from the console. Wow, oh my God.
That's 2 chairs. Damn.
That's just crazy. That is just crazy. Eternal Royalty, just crazy. Oh, you're from Colorado. Okay. That's
yeah, so that kind of proves my theory. I think people that live closer to California are receiving better boxes in better condition because it's not exchanging so many hands. It's not going like, let's say it's going from a truck to a plane to another truck to it's like a shorter travel time. So I feel like there's less chance of these things being mishandled or being thrown on a conveyor and being sorted, where like mine came all the way from California to South Florida. And I'm surprised they didn't throw a kettlebell through it like some other people have these boxes, like freaking Mad Hatter's box that had a freaking window box.
I was about to say, Hatter's in California.
Oh, really?
So
that's crazy.
It can happen to anybody.
So JP. It's like a total
it's
like
Russian roulette random. It is a lottery, bro. It is a lottery. Wow. I'm telling you, it's a lottery. I had FedEx deliver it. Is that who everyone? Yes, it's all so far. Everything's being delivered by
FedEx all across
so far. So this, of course, most people have been very, very lucky. You know what? Let's call a spade a spade. 90% of what's going on, most people haven't complained or haven't reported it, and the few reports that we have seen, it's mostly cosmetic damage to the box. Most people are getting damaged guns and broken pegs on the mountain. That seems to be the most common damage. But every now and then you'll get this poor soul who completely, I mean, this is David
Ese me lo he mucho.
Guiliota.
Guglielmo.
Yeah, Guiliota.
That's
And
great.
he,
Be nice.
oh my God, like this is a nightmare.
Oh, damn.
This is an absolute nightmare. When I saw this morning, JP, when I said this, my heart broke. My heart broke in half.
And you
This
see,
is
the main problem there is that particular area of the cat's lair is not protected by anything. The
No.
foam base
Yeah.
doesn't reach that high.
Yeah.
So that's not protected. So if anything hit the box hard enough on that side, that's what happened.
It's just sad. It's look at this box. This box is an absolute tragedy. Look at that. Like, oh my God. And by the way, there's the styrofoam that you were talking about. So yeah, it's about
Mhm.
8 inches thick. So
Well, that's sideways because that's
Yeah.
he probably put it sideways. The styrofoam box is it goes like this, and then it has the
Yeah.
hollowed out pointing down.
Mhm. But still, look at this. It's
Mhm.
literally like they grabbed it and ripped it down. How does this happen?
And look how thin the cardboard is, man.
Well, this is just the regular cardboard, right? This is the
Yeah.
actual box itself, right? But this is really thin card. Look how thin this cardboard is. It's like maybe 1, 2, 3 ply. That's it.
Yeah.
Not thick at all. If you receive the Thunder Tank, the outside box is double this thickness.
Yeah.
That's how this has just
Super
been so
thick.
tragic.
And then they have these huge styrofoam corner protectors. And that's something that I wanted to mention, Jay. You noticed how out of the blue, now the new boxes that are shipping, like my buddy Playtime Returns, he received his cat's lair yesterday. And I asked him, hey, did you get the corner protectors? He opens it up. He got these big, fat plastic corner protectors, similar to what Mondo does with their 12-inch figures, but they're huge. So it's like, why didn't they do that with the entire run of shipments and just start now? You know?
Yeah, that's because now people have complained, right? They rolled the dice. They rolled the dice on going backwards. Okay, so here's a fun fact. I reported this on my first video. They only asked for $100 this time. The Snake Mountain was $150. So they actually dropped the shipping amount by $50, and that's probably because they wanted to have the exact same cost as Snake Mountain, as the same thing at overall the exact same cost. They shipped the $50 onto the cost of the unit and took away $50 from the shipping. But in doing that, they lost $50 worth of shipping products or whatever they decide, however they mixed it up. But now that they're realizing that, you know what, this is going to cost them more in the long run, they've decided to go ahead and put on these. And what's really killing me is they're taping it right to the box like that. You're going to have to take a heat gun to that. You're going to have to spend hours just taking the residue off.
There's no need to tape it. They just have to place it there.
I know, but the reason they're doing that is because they want to get these things out quickly. So they tape the bottom. That way they can just slide it, just shove it in slow instead of being very, very careful.
Yeah,
that's what's happening, because they probably tried the first time putting it in the corners and it kept getting snagged. So what they're doing now is they're just taping it straight on. Which
so you think these boxes the art boxes were being received as freight from China, and then Super 7 themselves were putting them in the brown shippers?
No, I can tell you right now. Look from the inside looking out now, because again, we did flip bar. All of the boxes are already prepared in China,
Right.
which is why they decided to omit the corner protectors. So now they're having to do double the work when they're shipping these out. Now they're actually going back, opening the boxes and putting them back in. This is actually what's happening right now. But there's no double box yet. There's no double box yet. We haven't seen them yet. We've only seen the single boxes so far. So It breaks my heart though, JP. This should never happen.
No.
This is just a tragedy.
And I'm sure he's not the only one that has that significant
Probably
damage.
quite a few. And that brings up my next point. If this continues, we're going to have a major problem. Oh, and also just before I get to that, some QC issues that are going on too. Some poor guy got 2 left, and another guy on the same on the Thundercats Ultimate fans, he got 2 right. So now they got to call each other and see if they can trade.
Yeah.
So this is just like, oh my God, this is.
Hay algunos clientes que están recibiendo la garra 2 derechas o 2 izquierdas. Entonces no pueden acabar de armar el playset. Y además de eso, ahora a último momento le están agregando estos protectores grandes triangulados en la fábrica, pero todas las cajas que enviaron anteriormente no se las pusieron y por eso están llegando estas cajas tan dañadas.
Wow, ¿será que entonces si en futuros proyectos como estos, yo no sé si Super 7 haga otro proyecto, estos son detalles que puede ser que te haga pensarlo 2 veces para una próxima compra de este nivel?
¿A respecto de un consumidor, tú dices, o de Super 7?
No, bueno, la gente para comprar, me imagino que lo pensarán mucho ahora después de esto que pasó. O sea, que considerará, porque es un riesgo.
This leaves a very bad taste in customers' mouths, and it may make us think twice about, buying into another crowd fund from Super 7 in the future.
And this is the point, right? This is exactly. Oh, by the way, does anybody know? This seems to be a common broken piece too, but nobody can figure out where it goes. Does anybody know?
I think that belongs to the turret. For some reason, I think it belongs to the turret.
Yeah.
Okay. Or it might be some random thing from a factory that just fell in the box.
Okay. Looks like somebody might have figured it out. Hold on. Let's see. Because again, it's just a weird. It's just a weird thing to. Okay, yes, look under the second level. It's a screw cover. Oh, it's a screw cover.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's a screw cover. Same thing happened to me. Thank goodness all my stuff was repairable. I don't need to state the obvious, but totally dropped the ball in packaging. Had the same, did not know what it was. Okay, so it's a screw cover on the bottom of the cat's lair. So it's actually underneath. Okay. All right, that's a good one. So, I mean, just looking at these 2 here, it really is a testament to just where they've been to where they are now. It's a sad reality. And the only thing I want to mention is that this could have been prevented. And Miguel, you're 100% correct. The real problem now is that any crowdsourced project that goes forward, now there's going to be a question whether or not it's going to be taken care of, right? This is a huge reputation hit to Super 7, right? And
according to Brian's response, it seems like he's pretty comfortable in having the resources to respond to this kind of issue.
But that scares me. I don't think that's true. And here, so what JP is talking about is pretty much this. So let's go ahead and take a look at this comment. So a lot of people chimed in on this for obviously, and a lot of people were, of course, very upset. So let's take a look at the comments. A lot of people are upset, very angry. But if we move down further on the comments, we do get one comment, of course, JP, right on the money. But if we come down to, I believe it's where are you going? I believe it's this comment here. No, it's not. One more. People are shouting me out because they want to know what I'm thinking. Where is it? It's down here. There it is. So right here, Joey W. William shouts out to Brian, and on his reply, this is okay. So I want everybody in the chat, please tell me what your thoughts are, because I have I'm very specific about how I feel about this. Brian Flynn, shout out from Joey William for this. Let's just bring it back up. So it was in comment. It was a question about this damage here. So then Brian goes on and replies quite quickly, actually, to be honest with you. He went on and said,
Brian,
Joey W. William. Oh, for crying out loud! If there's a damage piece, it will be replaced like any other item. Email customer@super7.com. So more people chimed in. And here's the thing. I understand you're a businessman. You probably receive a ton of these emails a day, whatever. But you actually went to the fan page and you replied. A little bedside manner would be nice. You know what I mean? Like I'm not asking for a public apology. I'm not asking for admission of guilt. That's not what I'm asking for. What I'm asking is, how come you couldn't at least have said something to the point of, I'm really sorry this happened to you. FedEx we'll work with FedEx and you to resolve this, right? And give at least a little bit of a humanistic response. Instead, in my opinion, and again, I don't know how everybody else reads this, but it seems to me like this is a one deadpan, cold response to me. This
It
is
lacks
really,
empathy. It lacks empathy, you know?
yeah, it lacks empathy, it lacks sympathy. It literally is, nope, I'm a doctor, you're about to die, and unfortunately, there's nothing much I can do. And I got other patients to worry about. I'll see you, and I'll check on you in the morning. You know,
Miguel, lo que menciona Jay es que Brian contestó aquí en Facebook y el tipo de contesta que él ofreció es como una contesta muy cruda y muy seca, en ese
Ujú, sí, sí,
sentido de
sí.
que él solo dice, si tienes una pieza dañada, será reemplazada como cualquier otro producto. Mande un correo electrónico a Customer Care. O sea, como tomando, tomándole poco interés al hecho de que a esta persona le llegó un cat slayer que parece que alguien le zumbó una, una, una
Fuerte.
pelota de acero por a través de la caja.
Mira, yo creo, mira, no está tanto en las manos, bueno, no sé, pero no sé cuál fue su estrategia literal, si realmente fue por costo o porque se sentía seguro con FedEx. Fue FedEx quien está enviando todo, ¿no?
Sí.
Yo creo que son detalles que se tienen que cuidar desde un inicio y él, ¿verdad? ¿Verdad? Como negociante debe de asegurar de que su producto llegue bien y en buenas manos, o sea, que llegue súper, o sea, que llegue excelente, y más cuando es una pieza súper cara. Pero yo creo que no está todo 100% en las manos de Brian ahí, aunque por eso, o sea, pero no me atrevería a decirlo de esa manera, porque no sé todos los detalles, yo no trabajo para ello saber todo eso, pero que creo que sabiendo quizás cómo se comporta FedEx, hubiese tenido en consideración más el envío. Que lo haya hablado de esa manera, pues sí, no sé mucho inglés, pero entiendo yo que sí, que fue bastante acorde, ¿verdad? Que es como que bien serio. Me imagino que debe estar súper frustrado por toda la demanda que le ha llegado encima de la gente reclamando, ¿verdad? Por el producto. Debe ser bien frustrante para él recibir. Me imagino que como ser humano ahí en ese momento tiró eso, le escribió, mira ya, porque es que me tienen loco. Me imagino yo, pensando como ser humano.
Right. He says, like, as a human being, Brian is probably very frustrated dealing with all the backlash and the responses and negative comments regarding the handling of the packaging. He says maybe the packaging decision was not in Brian's hands. Maybe it was part of the shareholders or other parties involved. But he says this seems like it was like a quickly put together response just to, I guess, to shut people up. And this just, he didn't think about what he was typing. He just wrote a comment.
And I agree with Miguel. At the end of the day, we're all human, right? And I was going to say this, in closing, moving on from here. I get it. He's responsible for a lot more than just the Cat Slayer. He's got, Reaction. He's got Ultimates. He's got, so many different lines. The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Disney lines. All this other stuff, right? And I totally understand, right? He's got a lot more to worry about. All I'm saying, right, is when you see damage of this extent, right? Maybe instead of going public, even though you're called out, ignore it, right? But just at least send a PM to the guy and just say, hey, you know what? I can't say this publicly because if I say something, it might paint me in a corner because legally I'm not allowed to actually to say we apologize or whatever. I totally understand that, but I really hope, and it is my hope that he reached out to the guy personally and said, look, we're going to make this right. And sorry you had to go through that. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And maybe he did do that. But this one in particular, it might be perceived by myself and many other people to be a little bit of a cold response. That's all I'm saying, right? And again, all the respect to Brian and everybody who works really hard at this, but unfortunately, this time around, they dropped the ball on the shipping, and that is such a sad thing because, to me, in my eyes, for the longest time, even still today, I suppose, I consider them the gold standard for shipping collectibles up until these particular packages. This is probably the lowest point I've ever seen because honestly, before, regardless of whether or not there was paint issues or certain things, their shipping was just absolutely top notch. And I'm going to go back to the question, and I'm going to ask everybody in the chat too: whose fault do you think this is? Is this Super 7's fault? Is it the shippers, the shipping and handling's fault, or is it both? Right? Like what is it that everyone believes in the chat? I'm curious to find out what everyone's thinking. I'm going to put a poll on my my community tab, and by the end of the episode, I'm gonna hold off on saying anything. But at the end, I'm going to give you my response and tell you what I think, because I have a very I've thought about this long and hard, and I think that there's no easy answer to this. There's no easy, and everyone right now, everyone loses. The fans are losing. Super 7 is losing. Everybody's losing in this. This is not because I want Super 7 to make more products. JP, I want more Thundercat products. I want more, the Conan products. I want more of what Super 7 has. But there's the problem. My confidence now has been shaken. Just like what Miguel said. What Miguel said is 100% correct. All right. My confidence in Super 7 is now. My trust is very, very shaken right now. I don't know what to feel anymore. Right?
La confianza se ha perdido por este tipo de problema.
Sí.
Consumidor, sí.
Sí, no, y que ellos, mi hermano que también tiene conversaciones con él, no sé si llegó a hablar directamente, él no le he notado mucho en las redes sociales tampoco.
Él no ha hablado públicamente con nadie acerca de esto, o yo creo que nada desde el comienzo del año.
Sí, no.
He hasn't shown face publicly since the holidays, so it'll be interesting to see, like he does his like monthly thing with Veebs, and it'd be interesting to see what he mentions about this on that live stream that he does.
I'm interested in watching it myself. And I'm very much a forgiving person. You know what I mean? This is human error, like anything else. Like you can't blame one person for what happens in a company. That's stupid. You can't do that. But it's just that, you know what? I think that he should not have responded like it publicly. I think he should have waited and just not taken the bait, because I think that's what happened. Unfortunately, your brain doesn't think sometimes. You just go ahead and you reply, right?
Yeah.
But that was not a good move. I think that he should have waited. He should have just let everyone talk, and basically allowed everybody just to do their thing. And then if you want to do it privately, you do it privately. If you want to actually make a statement, make sure that you talk to somebody first, right? I appreciate Brian, I do, right? But at the same time, we're all human. We all make mistakes, right? And this one is definitely, Brian is not in charge of. Let's get this straight, everybody. Let's get this straight. Brian does not do logistics. He has no. Maybe he does, but in this case, I doubt very much he made the decision. Oh, we got to cheap out on boxes. No, I think this was a full, meeting somewhere along the lines, and it was voted on or whatever. And unfortunately, they took a gamble, and it is not paying out for them. It's going the other way. They're paying the house, and the house is winning. It's all sorts of bad right now.
I'm gonna have to get going, Jay. But
okay, brothers. I want to thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Really quickly, we'll just run through these because there are a couple ones here that I want to cover. I'm going to cover the ones that two issues. It looks like everyone is feeling frustrated on this one. A lot of people are just like having packaging issues, corner dents with protect. Oh, Kenzo got corner protectors, which is good. So the newer shipments are getting corner protectors, which is good. Thankfully, they're listening to us. So good to see you, Grego. I'll check on your comments in a second. Attorney Royalty says, yeah, definitely big change from when they shipped St. Mountain. First NECA and then Super 7. Yes, NECA has its own shipping issues, which have gone in a completely different direction. Good night, Attorney Royalty. Good to see you. Let's see here. Alex, did anyone notice that the drilling chamber on the front doors are inverted? That's crazy. We're going to have to look at that one again. Okay, dude, that's just stupid. Where's that even coming from? Like, I'm not even going to, I don't even know why I flashed. That is a stupid, dude, that's not even funny. February to see me send a reasonably. Sounds like Super 7's a horrible. Okay, seriously, bro, that's not going to help anybody. I understand you're frustrated too. Felipe Ramirez, greetings to Mega J Retro, Miguel and Jorge. Good to see you, Felipe. Thank you for joining us tonight. Mother Slug, both 100% after seeing the box content. Both at fault. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's, and you know what? I'll explain myself in a second, but I think so too. All right, I'm just going to see if there's any more comments for us, but it looks like it's okay. All right, so Miguel, once again, thank you, my friend, for being here. Please let people know one more time your Instagram and how they can reach you if they want to get a copy of the PDF.
Miguel, de nuevo, déjanos saber cómo podemos seguirte y cómo se puede obtener una copia del cómic que acabas de realizar.
MOTUcomic, me escriben por DM y yo le envío por email, le envío una copia al que esté interesado, le envío la copia. Me escriben por DM y me dan su email y yo le envío el cómic.
You can follow him at MOTUcomic on Instagram, send him a DM, and he can send you the PDF via email.
MOTUcomic.
Excellent, guys. So, guys, definitely follow Miguel at MOTUcomic. He's a wonderful artist, and we are so glad to have him here tonight. Huge shout out once again to Miguel. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias, Miguel, for being here tonight. It was a wonderful pleasure. JP, how can people reach you, and what are you working on, my friend? How is it going with From the Realm?
From the Realm, lots of exciting updates. Just got some new sculpts and some renders from our good buddy Sebastián Dominguez over in España, and can't wait to share some updates. But I think we're going to hold off on a lot of stuff for Toylanta, just to have that element of surprise. I did do some updates where I shared. I don't know if you saw it already. The first test shot of a headshot of the vampire, the one with the long hair. We still haven't painted the bald Nosferatu looking one, but I think our buddy Noah Pratt, Anything Posable on IG, has done an amazing job with applying the paints to our creation. And just talking to Eric Sosa recently, which is like the master mind behind all this. He's the one that's done these incredible head sculpts. Sebastian's been doing tooling, articulation, everything else. And there's a lot of awesome stuff that's being worked on. Of course, Eric is in California, so he has been not directly affected by the fires, but inadvertently he's had some delays caused because of that. But super excited to share what's coming, and hopefully having a very successful campaign starting later this year.
And you guys will be at Toylanta, correct?
Yes.
And then we also want to tell everybody that if you want to support the Kickstarter before it launches, definitely head over to Articulated Empire and pick up one of these amazing shirts, correct?
Yes. T-shirts are still available. We're closing pre-orders on the 31st, end of January. Whatever's been ordered, we'll then send out to the printer, have them made, and they'll be shipped out to you. Articulated Empire is handling logistics. They'll be shipping out the shirts to all the customers that have purchased theirs. And we do appreciate all the support.
Excellent. I want to thank my good friends JP and Miguel for joining me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Muchas gracias, mi amigo. Thank you so much for that. You guys
It's been awesome, man. Thank you so much for having us, and Miguel, thank you so much for sharing your awesome concept and creativity with us for all Motu and Thundercats fans. It's really awesome.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias por compartir tu creación y tu vista única en el sentido de este cómic que diseñaste para nosotros.
De verdad que gracias, no, gracias a ustedes y qué bueno que les haya gustado. De verdad, es importante saber que gustó el trabajo. De verdad que agradecido. Gracias Jay, gracias Jorge, Jorge, ¿verdad? Jorge,
también me dicen JP en inglés porque es más fácil pronunciar.
JP, thank you Jay. Good night, bro. I'm very tired.
He's very humbled, very thankful
good journey, my friend. Good journey, good night, and muchas gracias so much, my friend, for
thank you guys. Have a good night.
Good night, Miguel.
Buenas noches, good night.
All right. Guys, thank you again. Huge shout out to my good friends Miguel and of course JP for joining me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure to see those guys. Wonderful talents, of course. And I don't want to dwell too much on Super 7, but I just want to bring attention to this because it's something that we cannot ignore what's going on with products which we pay so much money for. And as much as I love Super 7, as much as I respect and appreciate Brian and everybody there who works so hard to bring these wonderful products to us, the way these cat slayers have been treated is not good. It's not respecting the product. It's not respecting their own product, right? It's just, it really is a crazy thing. You're back, JP.
No, I was just staying on just in case you needed for.
All right. I'll see you. I'll see you in a bit. This is basically it. We're gonna start wrapping it up, guys. I just want to take some comments because I saw some people had some comments. So let's just go ahead and take a look. Let's see here. Kenzo, I take it back. My gun and the other won't stay open, but the other ones does. That's crazy, my friend. Let's see here. Even though I was unable to get the cats there, I feel everyone's frustrations. It's crazy. It really is crazy. I'm in California. Mine came in one day from the ship, and I had some issues. Those are my two issues, and the 100% the packing issue. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, brother. Eternal Royalty. Definitely a big change from the way they ship Snake Mountain. First NECA and then Super 7. Did anyone notice the Thunder? Oh, we already read these ones. Let's see here. Pre-Zedmatic. Super 7's fault. The only thing they can control is themselves. They know shipping can be trouble. To have known before and prepare for it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Both their fault. Yes, I think so. Kenzo says it's both their fault. It's gonna come down to the fact that they take care of their customers like what Mondo did. They correct and they are corrected or wrong, and all my faith will be restored. I agree. If they're able, and this is the key, if they're able to, send out replacements, I will be 100% on the train of basically telling and praising, much as the same way I did with Mondo, their customer service and everything to do with that. I will 100% be there. I'll have tassels on. I'll be freaking, shouting to the mountains. Steve M. Cal Peterson says it best. You lose customers a loaf of bread at a time, but gain them back a slice at a time. Super 7 needs to make corrections soon. I totally agree, Steve. It's freaking crazy. Let's see here. 40 and Orgy. I don't know that Kessler is big and heavy enough for shipping. To make money, it's to lose some shipping protection. Unlike the Thunder Tank being extra protected because it was lower cost and make... Dude, that doesn't make any sense. That really doesn't make any sense. The Thunder Tank costs a crap ton of money, all right, as well. It was ridiculously expensive. And in terms of shipping, what happened to Snake Mountain? Snake Mountain was the exact same size of the box. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. That doesn't make any sense. It really makes no sense to me. Thanos. That's my thinking too. As long as they resolve the issue, I'm cool. It sucks, but I'm willing to extend faith to see if it's any good. Okay, I see. But dude, you know what? It's a sensitive time right now. I appreciate your humor, but it is a sensitive time right now. Things are going pretty crazy right now. Families are being broken up. This is not a good time for a joke like that. Again, I appreciate it. I do, but wow. Just let's read the room. I think that's probably the best thing. Let's read the room. CB Hunts, what's going on, brother? Quick question, Jay. Did you get your Cat Slayer? It's coming in Monday, I think. That's the earliest it can happen. You got yours past weekend. Excellent, my friend. I'm glad you got it. Congratulations. Thanos Copter. Looking forward to From the Realm Vampires. Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited. Alex Valdez, thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. You're the best. I'll tell this channel. Pardon me, guys. Hey, what's going on, Tedna? Good to see you. Very long time. Hola, hola. Good to see you, my friend. Frank Rivera. Great stream as always, Jay. Thank you, my friends. Mother Slug. Wow, I'm playing the instruments here. Look at that. We're gonna rock out. The real question is: Do you think? The real question is: Do you think it's going to get better or worse from here within the next year for these companies? 2 times only means the third time is going to be really bad. That is an interesting comment, and I'm gonna give you guys my take on this. And it's not great, but it has to be said. Mega J, the voice of the collectors. I wish, brother. I wish. I'm not good at complaining. I'm really not. I'm terrible at complaining. Leo Denver Rex, a little bit of cardboard would have made a ton of difference. 100%. They chose unwisely. They chose poorly. Okay, so, and this is going to be pretty much it. We're going to wind it down right here. I think there is blame everywhere. I think no matter what, Super 7 is definitely at fault for not packaging this correctly. FedEx is 100% at fault because they're the ones handling these damn things. They're the ones who are making. They're the ones who are making the damage. They're the ones who are punching holes in these things. They're the ones who are literally destroying these toys. Okay, so 100%, absolutely, unequivocally, it is FedEx's fault when they actually handled the product. That is not even a question. That is absolutely 100% FedEx. FedEx is at fault with it there. Here's the problem. How FedEx is given the package, that's where things can be controlled slightly. And I'm gonna be really careful here because I don't want to just point a finger randomly at Super 7 because that's not fair. And this is basically why I'm so disappointed and very, very, very upset. I'm disappointed that Super 7 did not keep up their standards for their shipping to protect collectors' items. Okay? In my eyes, they were the gold standard, the absolute top notch, the absolute people, the industry standard, the ones you need to look to actually see how to collect, how to protect collectors' items. Double boxed, corner protectors all over the place. If you look at any of my videos, right, I praise them for the double shipping boxes, the double corner protectors. I was there. The shock protectors on the Thunder Tank. That costs a lot of money. If you think about how much each box costs to double ship that thing, that is a lot of people might say it's unnecessary, but it is necessary for something this big, right? So I am disappointed. All right. I'm upset for people, but I'm more disappointed for Super 7 because they should have protected these products better. They should have upheld their standards for excellence because they were excellent and now not so much. This is everybody loses here. Everybody loses here. The collectors who have gotten their boxes damaged, who are in many cases are in-box collectors or just want to keep the box for the gorgeous artwork, they've lost. The people who have actual damaged products, broken gun turrets, broken pegs on their mountainsides. Unfortunately, I'm going to go ahead and say that actually is one of those dangers in shipping. When you're shipping something this big, this heavy, we just have to accept the fact that those sort of breaks are going to happen, and we have to deal with Super 7 in order to get that rectified on an individual basis. Those are things that cannot be controlled because factors including jostling around in the truck, these packages being tossed around by shipping companies, those are the necessary norms that we have to accept. So I can't really fault Super 7 for damage incurred during shipment, right? But what I can say about Super 7 is their standards for their shipping have really dropped. Absolutely dropped, like, 50%, 80%. It's really sad. And I really do hope and implore to them, right, everybody at Super 7, to go back to your gold level standard, to your platinum level standard of shipping, because all of us appreciated it. All of us. I don't know anybody who didn't say when they received their Thunder Tank, holy crap, this is unnecessary. No, I think most collectors are like, thank God they shipped it this way. Same thing with Snake Mountain, same thing with the Turtle Van, same thing with every single thing else that all the collector items they've ever had. And it really is unfortunate and really disappointing that they've gone backwards instead of going forwards. And I don't know who made that decision. I don't care. That's not the issue here. It's not Brian's fault. I'm going to go ahead and say that straight up. It's not Brian's fault. Brian has nothing to do with logistics. Brian has nothing to do with the shipping process. That's not Brian's thing. He needs to stake the course. He needs to keep getting more licenses, getting better manufacturers, getting better relationships. He needs to keep getting investment. That is Brian's job. No one should be blaming Brian Flynn. No one. Okay? Whatever he said, unfortunately, it happens. Sometimes you get on a board, a collector's board, and sometimes you see a message and you're before you have a second to think about it, you've responded. And was that a good idea? Probably not. Should we hold it to him as a matter of fact? I mentioned what I felt because I felt that it was pretty tone deaf. No, not tone deaf. It was pretty cold. A basically deadpan response. And I'm not going to take that back. To me, it was. But he's human, like anybody else. We're human. I'm human. I make those mistakes too. So that one is whatever. But anything else, he can't be held responsible for that. He can't be held responsible for. He never made any promises. And this is the thing about being a company. You never make any promises that things aren't going to happen, right? It's just that's how the wind blows, right? And he's right. Send a message to customer service and hopefully they can do something for you. I don't know. I really don't. But all I do know is that as a company, Super 7 has unfortunately lost a lot of faith for many of us. I've seen a lot of comments saying that people will never buy Super 7 products ever again. And that is sad. I want more Thundercats products. I want more Conan products. I want more of what Super 7 has to offer because they're doing things that nobody else is doing. Tiger Hawks. Oh my God. Silverhawks, Tiger Sharks, Thundercats, Conan the Barbarian. What's it called? All their musical rap, the rappers, the singers, the artists, all that great stuff. Right? They're doing so much good stuff. The reaction line, the what's it called? The super cyborg line. They have so much to offer, and they have such a great fan base. And this one, which was supposed to be the crown jewel of their collection, their magnum opus for the Thundercats, it is still, by any measure, you ask any of the people who've received it, the ones that are intact. Unfortunately, you ask any of them, and they will say it is literally incredible. Regardless of the paint splashes, regardless of the paint rubs, regardless of the QC issues here and there, overall, I think everyone is just in absolute awe of this incredible playset, and it really is a shame that it was marred by poor shipping. And again, it's the fault of FedEx 110%. FedEx is 100% to blame. Abso-fucking-lutely. FedEx needs to own up to that. That's fucking ridiculous. All right? But at the same time, Super 7 has to take a brunt of the blame as well. it should have been better packaged exactly the way this beast was packaged. Seriously. I probably would not have been so as impassioned as I am right now if I didn't see where we were gold level standard to where we are now. I think that's really what it is. It's all about being disappointed. And I think that's where we are. And that's all that's basically what I have to say about that. Again, my heart goes out to everybody. Everybody who's been affected by this, everybody who's been, this is a first world problem. I'm not even going to joke about that. There are way bigger problems out there. Again, my heart goes out to everybody who's affected by the fires in California. My heart goes out to everybody who was affected by the hurricanes and, South Carolina, Florida, everybody, some parts of Texas. You guys are going through fucking blizzards in Florida. What the hell? I mean, Canada. Blizzards are normal to us. I can't imagine what the hell's happening in Florida. You guys can't even drive. Like, there's no such thing as a plow down there. You guys don't have plows. Why would you need a plow? Why would you need the salt? It doesn't make any sense. The world's going freaking crazy right now, right? So we got way bigger problems than the freaking cat slayer with a hole in it, right? There's way bigger problems in the world. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. It matters a lot less than everything else. This is true. But it still matters. And I do feel for everybody who's going through hard times right now. And of course, for the people who've received their cat slayers, my gosh. Some of you guys, obviously repairable. And maybe if you want to fix it yourself, Super 7 can throw you a couple of bucks back. I don't know. Everybody receiving dented boxes. God, I hope Super 7 is able to ship out new boxes, but I don't think so. This is where I'm going to talk about the really unfortunate part about the realities of a playset this big, and we're gonna wind it down right after that. Here's the thing, and don't shoot the messenger on this, because unfortunately this is just reality. I doubt very much Super 7, unless they were going to try and sell another 100 or 200 of these, which is possible. That is very possible. They might have actually stocked up on cat slayers just in case. And you know what? I'm not going to put it past them, but I doubt it. So these things are gigantic, and to hold 200 of these in your warehouse, think how big, how much of a burden that is on your warehouse. That's a big burden. Okay, so short of ordering 200 extra, there's a lot of, at least by my count, there's at least 30 people who've complained publicly. I don't know how many other people have actually complained at all. But I think that the great majority of this, there haven't been that many complaints, which I think is great, right? Kudos to Super 7 for getting most of them out there without any damage, if that's actually the case. But those people who really are upset, those people who really want satisfaction, those people who need or would like to get new boxes, that is probably the easiest one out of everything else. Boxes, right? New boxes probably the easiest, and yet it's still very hard. Let me explain myself. So the boxes, reprinting them, that's probably the cheapest format of getting something fixed, because boxes are just made of cardboard. They're just printed on a huge machine, whatever. So it's theoretically it's not that hard. Here's where it gets really hard. Shipping that damn box is still really expensive, because it's just a freaking huge size. When you fold it up because you're not going to ship it as a cube. That doesn't make any sense. You're gonna fold it back up to its normal, size that most of the factories get. That's gigantic. It's a huge piece, and that try to get that to your home is even worse. That has way more of an opportunity to get damaged than the box as it is right now. So that, I think, is going to be really tough to get your box back. And I feel for JP. And I still haven't received mine, so I don't know what's going to happen. But getting a brand new box, I think it's going to be really tough. I've been in graphic design and printing and production for decades, so I actually have a pretty good idea of what I'm talking about there. Before, I was kind of like, well, I'm not really 100%. No, with printing, I can tell you straight up, it's going to be tough to get you a brand new box, 100%. And they're probably going to ask you to pay for it. That sucks. Okay, that really sucks. But they're probably going to ask you $20 just to get it out to you. and that would really that would be just a kick in the teeth. But that's what it is. I know about logistics for shipping boxes. I know how that works. Like printed, folded up boxes. I know how that works. Trust me. So that is where that is going to be a big, difficult way to get the boxes fixed. The damaged pieces. All right. So it's my hope that Super 7 just, ordered a ton of these cannons, a ton of these, tables for Tiger, a ton of these, little accessories, little tchotchkes, right? I'm hoping that they ordered a bunch of them because that is simple. That is an easy thing to fix if you have the inventory, right? So I really don't see that as an issue. I'm hoping that they have 50, 60, 70, 200 of these things lying around. Just the little knickknacks, the little pieces, right? The broken pegs. That's tough. If it's a broken peg that's on the inside of the mountain, I hope that there's a way to unglue that with a heat gun or something like that, and they can send you a replacement piece. Because short of sending you a new side of the mountain, that is a really tough fix because it's just a small, tiny piece on a big piece, which is dangerous to ship back and forth. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know how they're going to satisfy people with that. I really have no idea. In my opinion, I think they're just going to give some money back. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I really have no idea. What happened to oh my gosh, this one, and I have to bring up a visual reference because I just can't. There's no other way to explain this one. This one here, I don't know what's going to happen here. And this is basically what I'm going to explain. There's something called safety stock, and I think some people have experienced this with like Hasbro and Super 7 and other places. So safety stock is the extra that you have additional to what you purchased, so that you can fix or replace actual damaged ones that are en route from China, as well as stuff that comes in from other places, right? Or damaged in shipping here. From the inside looking out now, I know that safety stock is 1 to 10 pieces max. And 10 is like really generous. I don't know who would supply you 10. It's more like 1 to 3 pieces, right? Maybe 1 to 5. Anything over that, they want you to pay for it. Okay? So in terms of safety stock for these, because they're gigantic play sets, I don't know how many they have. I have no freaking clue. And again, I'm really hoping at some level that Super 7's ordered 200 of these so that they could sell them. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that they have an extra 200 or maybe an extra 300 that they wanted to sell, so that they can actually satisfy these completely damaged ones, or the structural damage to the main body. Because that's the only way I can see them replacing this poor soul's. Who is this again? I want to give him credit. Yeah, David. That's the only way I can see David getting his cat's lair fixed. The fact that they have extra safety stock, which they probably do. They probably have like 5 pieces at least. But once they run out of those safety stock pieces, the only thing that they can do is offer you a refund. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And I would feel I would, and I'm scared. I'm scared. After seeing that this happened to David, I am absolutely terrified, because I'm in Canada. So just like what JP said, he thinks that he has a theory that anybody who's outside of California will probably get it worse, because it has to go through several hands before it finally gets to you. But that didn't really fly, considering the fact that Mad Hatter is in California. He's only a few hundred miles away from San Diego, and his box was absolutely wrecked. Luckily, his cat's lair was intact. But this, I don't know what's going to happen here, and I hope and pray. I really am hoping that David is able to get one back. I really hope so, because that's just, oh my God, that is just absolutely horrid. In closing, I'm gonna reiterate exactly what I said. It's both their fault. 110% it is FedEx's fault for freaking damaging these things and not not taking care of them, that is 100% on them for the shipping process. But the packaging process, that is Super 7, and I am just disappointed. I'm absolutely disappointed, and pretty much upset for everybody who's gone through this, that they didn't keep up their gold level standard of packaging, because they were gold level, platinum level, the industry freaking standard, the pinnacle of what you should be looking for in terms of an example of how to ship something, how to package something for shipping to your customer. They are the gold standard for that. They were the gold standard. Now they've gone and done a 180, and I'm really disappointed. And I'm going to get off my soapbox right now, because other than that, it's the 40th anniversary of Thundercats, everybody. Master Universe Thundercats is a thing. We're going to be seeing more figures coming out soon. More announcements coming out throughout the year. There's going to be a hell of a lot of celebrations. Super 7 is doing more celebrations. They just released Wave 12. So much Thundercats coming. I'm going to be highlighting some amazing creators for Thundercats, which I think are absolutely incredible. Customizers, people who are doing some incredible work with vehicles. Guys, there's a lot of Thundercats on the way, and I really do hope that you will join me, because this is going to be the year of Thundercats, 40th anniversary, just like it was for the 40th anniversary of the Master Universe. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And guys, thank you for joining me this evening. Of course, myself, JP, and Miguel. What an incredible art that Miguel's been putting forward. If you guys please head over to Miguel's Instagram page, give him a like and a follow. He deserves it. The guy is working hard, and really, MOTUcomic on Instagram, you guys definitely have to check out his work. He's just doing some amazing stuff, and we are so happy and excited for his brand new Thunder of Grayskull comic. And guys, if you want a copy for your very own, hit him up. He's more than happy to talk to you guys. And of course, definitely give him a like and a follow. Tell him that Jay sent you. And then, of course, From the Realm is about to launch their Kickstarter campaign after March. I can't remember exactly where it is. It's probably going to be April. And guys, hugely excited for JP Thundercats Classics, and of course my good friend Carlos of the Badass Reviews. These guys, of course, are freaking killing it. And definitely head over to From the Realm. Check out all the really cool new stuff that they've posted up. Brand new t-shirt designs, brand new sculpts. They're doing really great work, and I really do appreciate if you guys would definitely head over there and check that out. Also, I wanted to remind everybody that myself and Danny Green are doing amazing a brand new project with Titan Toys. It is, of course, a brand new show every Friday around noonish. We're still trying to figure out the timing on it. But every week we're going to be doing a brand new episode with Titan Toys, and we're going to be showcasing brand new creators. We're going to showcase all the new arrivals at Titan Toys, and of course we're going to talk about all the great new toy news that's coming around the world, the toy world. And of course, highlighting some of the great new pre-orders that have just dropped at Titan Toys. Definitely head over there, give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. And of course, just want to give you guys a reminder that if you order anything on Titan Toys and you spend over $250, you get free shipping with Canada and the United States. And they do have an incredible points program, which can be used towards the purchase of a brand new action figure of your choice. And it's easy to earn points. All you have to do is sign up. You gain 200 points when you sign up immediately. And for every dollar you spend, you earn an additional 2 points on top of that. And you can earn free points just by following them on X, TikTok, which is back. It has not gone away. Facebook and Instagram. It's a great program to earn yourself free toys. It's freaking amazing. They do have buy it now, pay it later programs, as well as their hoard program, where if you haven't spent up to $250, you can literally just hoard it, put it into your pile of loot, the hoarding program, and earn up to $250 within Canada and the United States to get free shipping. And of course, they ship all over the world with wonderful rates. So definitely, guys, head over to TitanToys.com. I want to thank them so much for all the great work that they've done. Myself and Danny Green, we're going to check this out. So really quickly, we are on episode 2. Whoa, what the heck happened there? We are right now on episode 2 of Titans Talking Toys, and you guys can definitely check this episode out. Myself and Danny Green, we talk about the brand new Joy Toy TMNTs, which just announced. the maximum line of Spider-Man products. We talk about the Kingdom Come products, which have just hit the market. And of course, we talk about how Power Girl sold out in less than an hour on Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store, but should be available at TitanToys.com. So, guys, definitely check out TitanToys.com on YouTube, and of course, TitanToys.com on their website. Really do appreciate it, guys, and we will see you guys this Friday for Titans Talking Toys episode 3. Guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here this afternoon, checking out Miguel. His work, MOTUcomic, definitely give him a like and a follow. Tell him that Jay sent you. Of course, please follow Thundercats Classics on Instagram as well as Toy Addicts on YouTube. They're doing wonderful work. And of course, check out my good friend Carlos over at the Badass Reviews. He's doing amazing work as well and wonderful toy photography. Guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey, everybody. Thundercats ho. Good night, everybody. Geek proud.